Shalom Aleichem everyone, my name is Nerdak and today we're back on our adventure through Shadowrun. We just did a thing in the sewers to raise some money. Now we're doing other things. Look at yours. To locate the missing shipment. Oh, you know what? We're into this sketchy thing. It is beyond sketchy. I'm not even sure what the proper adjective for it is at this rate. You don't want me to bring my own team? Let's see. As the U-Bahn hums toward the Frankfurter Tor, you tug idly at the fabric of your maintenance uniform. You found it in a duffel bag on your seat when you boarded, along with a note from Der to put it on before your arrival. The moment you step off this train, the note said, your trial run begins. You are to rendezvous with the rest of your team, recon the building, and plant the specified device in Alishire's suite. I'll read someday. Beyond that, your approach will be left to you. Do not disappoint us. You are being watched. That's not comforting. That is not comforting at all, in any shape, way, or form. Why aren't you loading? Hello. Oh no. Please don't die on me. Why are you dying? Hi, hello. As you emerge from the dingy really cats of the U-Bahn terminal and step into the light of day, you find yourself confronted by a wall of muscle in a knight-errant uniform. You're with maintenance. It isn't a question. He stands impassively, waiting for your response. Wouldn't be wearing this uniform if I wasn't. Yes, sir. Have you seen any other maintenance guys around here? No, a Shadowrunner here on a job this universe. Oh, I want to answer snarky, but yeah, nah. Just maintenance. Yeah, they've been trickling in over the last 15 minutes or so. Already done a security check on your entire crew. Everything checked out, so you're good to head on into the building whenever you want. Efficient operation running here. It's almost as if you're expecting me. Remind me, what does the rest of my crew look like again? Thanks for your time. I'll just be moving on then. Thanks for your time. He nods at you. Have a good one. I just remembered I have karma to spend. That could be useful. Okay, I only have 8. Go with body. Determines resistance to physical damage. Increases. Helps with hit points. Quickness helps with range. Tend to go with rifle. Dodge helps reduce being hit. You are good with thrown weapons or melee. You're good with, drones and whatnot. I started going into decking. Because we didn't really have one. What are you doing? Target 1 increases your chance to hit an enemy. Sure. That wasn't what I meant to do. Let's go back down. Sup. Yes. Well, I tried pushing confirm. Yeah, see? Oh no. Can I not do this when on a job? Oh dear. That is going to be trouble. Or do I just need to... Yeah, no, this is bad. Well, what else is there just to see? It's willpower, that's spirits. Well, chi, I guess. Charisma's spirits or summoning. Those would be good, but I don't know, maybe I'd be willing to. Yep, I just can't spend it. That's Rather unfortunate. Let's carry on then. Hello. A young dwarf looks up at you, wide-eyed with apprehension. From the way that she's fidgeting, you can tell she's terrified. She bites her lower lip, eyes darting from side to side. Finally, she takes a step towards you. Hello? Are you Miss Lazy Z? Yes, it's me. Am I late? I take it you're on my maintenance crew? Yeah, I am. My name's Jan. She tries on a smile. It falls away almost immediately. Good to meet you, Jan. Are the others still on their way? You sound nervous. Are you sure you're up to this? Okay, where are the other two? I was told there would be 4 of us. Yeah, where's the other ones? They sort of jumped the gun a little. They're already inside. Great, that's just great. Let me get this straight. They charged on into the building, and you did nothing to stop them. Guess I can't fault their enthusiasm. The dwarf wrings her hands. I'm sorry. I told them to wait, but they didn't listen. They just marched on past me and walked through the front door. Wonderful. We've got a job to do, and half of the team goes running off before I even get here. Alright, calm down. See that you're having a toolbox. Are you Rigger or something? Don't worry. It's going to be fine. Let's go with Rigger or something. She swallows. Well, no. I'm not like you. Not like the others. You should probably know that. What are you like? You'll have to clarify that. Yeah. Violence makes me sick to my stomach. I've never broken into a building or stolen anything in my life. I guess that what I'm trying to say is that I'm not a criminal. I'm just an electrician. You're not a Shadowrunner. What are you doing on the crew? Why the heck did our employer settle me with you then? It's alright, don't worry, I'll look after you. Yeah, if you're not a Shadowrunner, what are you doing here? Her face flushed red. I'd rather not talk about it. Let's just say that someone did me a favor once, and that coming along on this thing is how I have to pay it back. Lovely. Look, in the end, it doesn't matter. I have to be on this run, and you have to bring me along. It's what they want. Do you at least know how to defend yourself? Alright, you come along, but stay out of the line of fire. Running is dangerous enough without having to babysit people. Well, I'll try to get you through it safely, but I can't make any promises. Yeah. She nods eagerly. Thank you. I really, really mean that. No problem. Now you said our teammates are already inside. Are you sure about that? Yeah, well, you owe me. Now tell me about the others. No problem. Are you sure they're inside? Yeah, I watched them storm through the front doors of the building that we're going to hit about 10 minutes ago. Crud. A lot can happen in 10 minutes. They're eager, I'll give them that much. A lot can happen in 10 minutes. They'll still be on the first floor. Nobody's getting upstairs until I bypass the security locks on the elevator. That's why I decided to wait for you out here. I figured that they couldn't get too far ahead of us if I didn't go inside with them. Good thinking? Right, let's go in. Good thinking. Thanks. I just hope that they don't screw things up in there. All that I want is to get this over with and get back home. Right there with you, let's head inside. Speaking of which, let's get moving. Yep, right there with you, let's go. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Or it. One of the two. We're doing something. Wish I could mess with all the things. Mid-level corporate compound, complete with living space and upper levels. Can I talk to you? It's always interesting to see just exactly who's about. They can always give you other means of doing crud. Hello. Hello. No. Yes, you. The waitress steps forward to greet you, a drink menu in her hand. Welcome to Caf Shack, home of the budget-friendly caffeine fix. May I help you? What do you have? Oh, I have. We've got the cheapest soy cafe in Berlin. Guaranteed. She pauses for a moment and looks you up and down. You've been around long enough to know when you're being sized up. Finally, she continues. But of course, for hard-working folks like yourself, we do have other options. Options that corporate security doesn't tend to appreciate that very much. Productivity enhancers. Get the picture. There's nothing I love better than enhanced productivity. Just soy calf. I mean, we can still look and we can still resell it. She smiles slyly. Got just a thing for that big presentation or that make or break annual report? It's called Jolts and it's amazing. Yeah, thanks but no thanks actually. Give it a try. Thanks anyway. Suit yourself, have a good one. That was getting too irritating. And from the tone it was taking, pretty darn sure she was going to expect me to take it then and there. And that wasn't gonna happen. Anyone this way? I can actually see ahead quite a bit. It doesn't normally happen like that. Really? Ah. Hello. What are you about? It's too high to reach. Well, that is good to know though. In we go. Thank you. Now what? As you step through the door, you find yourself confronted by a pair of men wearing, yes, hi bird, wearing the same kind of uniform that you are. Judging by their expressions, there is no love lost between the two. And the door swing open, they turn to face you. Shorter of the two, a human with arcane symbols tastefully embossed into his belt, glares at you. You're here, finally, and you brought our little mouse of an electrician with you. Better late than never, but not much better. You're tardy enough as is. He jerks his thumb at the elf standing behind him. I'll leave it to you to keep our packed meal in line. The elf's lips curl into a snarl. Hanging from his back is a bugging? I don't know. Pack that looks incredibly heavy. His broad shoulders sag under the weight of whatever's inside. He's dumb as a post, but he can lift heavy things. Might not be bad in a fight either. At the very least, he can soak up a few bullets for the rest of us. Wow, you're horrible. Staring daggers at the mage, he spits out a long string of foreign words in a single suspirant breath. There's so many words that I've never come across before here. The sound of it is lovely, but his expression leaves little doubt that the message behind the words is an ugly one. Oh, I hope you speak Barathiel. He shakes his head in disgust. Wow. Watch it. In case you haven't noticed, I'm an elf too. Do us all a favor, keep your opinions to yourself. Look, let's just get us hear you right. Did I hear you right? Did you really say that I was tardy? What are you going to do? Send me to detention? Oh, we're all gonna start something. You know what? Yeah, you shut up. Carver's mouth lifts into a smirk. Maybe the leader. But I'll speak my mind whenever I please. Get used to it. By the way, think you've gotten here any later, pal? Got an important meeting to get to. If I'm late. This isn't getting us to your meeting any faster. He flashes a hateful smile at the dwarf, then turns his attention back to you. No, it isn't. So let's get to the penthouse and plant the cameras. I'll mask them against detection, then we can all go our separate ways. The elf mutters something under his breath and hinges the bulky pack up a little higher on his back. His muscles bulge under the strain of it. Are you sure that our friend here only speaks Zephyra? Looks like you draw the short straw on the team assignment, friend. Pax looks heavy. I can help you if you want it. Yeah. The elf blinks uncomprehendingly and takes a half step back. I told you, he can't understand a word you're saying. Nothing comes out of his mouth but that pigeon drivel that elves call language. A Tirangiri dialect, if I'm not mistaken. I wish he'd do us all a favor and go back. Can you understand me at all? The elf's dialect is completely foreign to you. It's quite unlike the form of whatever spoken by the elves of wherever. You can only manage to catch a few words. You terrible insolence of threading. See if at all. Look, just calm down. Hold your breath. So Lucas sent me in here with a civilian jerk and a guy who doesn't speak German. Cool. Look, just calm down. Words don't seem to have much effect. The scowl deepens. Now that we're all together, let's discuss our approach. Anyone know how we're supposed to get into the penthouse? I get a distinct impression that none of you actually want to be here, but we're here to do a job, so we're going to suck it up and deal. The mage leers at you. Wonderful pep talk. Really, really magnificent. I can see why you're placed in charge. I want him to die at this rate. We know. You have a meeting. I can guess into the apartment, but there are a few things that we'll need to do first. If you can get me into the building's access panel, that's on the same circuit as the penthouse, should be able to put its security system into maintenance mode. The job will take some creative wiring, well, and whatever's in the pack that the elf is carrying. Our employers gave me the schematics. And do you know where we'll find the access panel? Quit calling me that? She takes a moment to calm herself. And yes, I do. There's an access panel in one of the mid-range apartments on the same floor. My contact gave me a key code that should get us in. You've said should twice already. This makes me feel uneasy. Well, there's nothing that I can do about that. It's a plan that I was given, and we're stuck with it. Unless you have a better idea, we'll just have to follow our instructions and hope for the best. She turns to face you. Get me to a building access terminal on this floor, and I can rewire the elevator. That's the first thing we need to do. Once we're upstairs, we use the code I was given. I rewire the apartment security system, and we hide the cameras in his apartment. Her brows furrow. Well, that's the theory anyway. This just gets better. Alright then, let's go. Got a bad feeling about this. Alright, let's go. Get the team upstairs. Have James hide the camera in the penthouse. Thing though, is I could talk to you. Oh, if I had something. Wonder if I had bought it. Well-dressed orc stops his pacing to stare at you as you approach. Heavy, worry lines etched in his forehead. His eyes are bloodshot. It looks like he hasn't slept in months. I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little busy right now. If this is about building maintenance, take it somewhere else. James' cheeks flush red. He takes a step forward. Watch it. You don't get to talk down to me like the orc bristles. Like a janitor? Yes, I do. Because that's what you are. If you want to keep wearing the uniform, you'd better watch your attitude. Now, isn't there a floor you should be cleaning or something? Got a lot on my mind to worry about. Important things. I don't want to be bothered. Hey man, relax. I'm sure this is all going to work itself out. With a visible effort, he calms himself. Look, sorry, I'm not trying to be unpleasant, it's just that I have a huge presentation to give to the board in 20 minutes. I stayed up all night practicing it, and now I'm so tired that I can't even remember my own name. That's rough. He shakes his head miserably. I'm going to botch this, and the worst part is most of those jerks will assume that's because I'm an orc. They already make jokes behind my back. After this, it's gonna get a lot worse. It's tough, man. Best of luck. He scowls and continues to pace. So, not only do we have the jerk, we have a fairly privileged jerk. Clearly, and plus with all of his talk of meetings, he's used to a bit more leeway. Take a boutique food kiosk, the sign out front advertise a variety of local source foodstuffs, all of them terribly overpriced. Step away. I want to look at everything before I make a decision. Taylor. You're going to be an access panel. Probably. You're also probably an access panel. However, there's a guard right there. So that's probably not a wise one to mess with. Corporate woman. Tech vendor. We're currently janitors though, so they're not going to give us a lot of time of day. There's an open door. Or the panel in here. Let's inspect the panel real quick. Before I end this, because I'm starting to go, well, I have gone over time. Drains eyes the junction box for a moment, then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was standing next to a junction box just like this one. Looks like they're both on the same circuit, too. So I could use this one to overload the one that the guard is standing by. She looks at the junction box and nods. Yeah, I could feed a nice power spike into that one from here. You know, if you wanted me to. What would that do? Make a loud bang and arc enough voltage into that hallway to knock out a gang of trolls. I'd rather you didn't at this point. Fine by me. Just I'd offer. So that's what that'd do. That'd knock him out. Well, let's go to the door. Just open the door. Hope things don't go bad. That'll be that. You kind of feel bad for the orc. Who are you? Ooh. You're a knight errant enforcer. That can't go well. I can talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him. This seems really stupid. Let's talk to him. Guards have sworn to opposing himself between you and the terminal. Your security clearance does authorize you to be in here. We're doing a building-wide maintenance sweep of all our major systems. Want us to take a look at your terminal? Well, we'll be out of your way. I need to use the terminal, nothing personal. Doing a maintenance-wide thing. You know that I can't do that. You don't have the appropriate clearance to touch this terminal, let alone service it. Besides, it's been running great since that other maintenance team worked on it last week. I'm surprised that you don't have that in your records. You know it is with us in management. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's ridiculous. Story of my life. You have my sympathies. Well, we'll be on our way then. Take it easy. So there's two things. We could attack him. We could attack him. Or overload that one and send the guy over there frying. Regardless, though, I think I'm going to ponder on that later and come to a decision next time. So on that note, the heat wrote.